Fun fact, you want to know when the last time I played Brandenburg, like enough to actually form Prussia and maybe a little bit longer? You want to know when the last time I did that was? 2019, baby. You know, back when Emperor released, I was going to make a Let's Play on it. This was like years before when I used to make Let's Plays, and then I just kind of didn't. And every opportunity after, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get around to it. It's like the second version of France for me, you know? I haven't played an actual full real France game since like 2018, bro. So how about we make like a bit of a deal here, all right? I kind of want to play Prussia, so I sort of want to make a part 2 already, even though I haven't started. But you know what might motivate me to make a part 2 quicker? 2,000 likes. And the main reason I'm getting to that is because, you know, obviously Prussia's when like the stuff actually gets started. I have actually played like Brandenburg quite a few times, but I haven't like played Prussia in a really long time, so. You might have noticed the like instant restart there. I did something so stupid by deciding to go for the Ansbach view without remembering that they actually have an event for that, so here we are, take 2. Anyway, surprisingly rivals are the exact same. I kind of wonder if they're like scripted or something, I don't know. The states are, of course, like fairly standard. Standard for me. I don't know if people usually go with this like regular loadout. Maybe I'm crazy doing this the way that I do it. I don't know. What do you guys usually take? Of course, it's like somewhat different between countries a lot of the time, but in a standard run like this, yeah, I mean, it's kind of all the same. Last time I got a really good general, so let's hope maybe it happens again. Not even close. Well, darn. Okay, well, first thing is to, of course, royal marry Austria to make them happy. Also, try to get my relationship with Burgundy improved. There's always a chance. I'm never gonna say that it's guaranteed to happen, but, you know, it could happen. You know, it's been known to happen on occasion. Anyway, we're kind of broke, but I'm gonna take that as the focus, plus manpower sounds good. And I am going to start fabricating on this guy, because I have no claims. Alliance from Mecklenburg, I think I'm gonna go with no for that. The alliances I'm really looking for are gonna be like Austria, France, Poland, that kind of thing. Now I'll just take the top one for this, because having low crown land, of course, increases autonomy. Autonomy sucks. And the alternative is a bit of loyalty, and losing land and gaining corruption, definitely not worth it. I mean, admin's great and all that, but some things sometimes are worth more than 35 admin. Now, before I go ahead and start invading people, number one, most important thing to do is to ally Austria, or, you know, current HR Emperor. Okay, we're gonna fabricate a claim on this guy, and I am going to go to war. The only thing is, you know, do I want to pay for Neumark, or do I just want to take it? I think I'm just gonna take it. It's like, what, 11 development? Is that even in the HRE? Okay, well, yeah, but whatever, doesn't matter. I'm like basically liberating it, who even cares? I'm sure Austria wouldn't complain about me liberating Holy Roman Empire territory. I'm practically a saint. Now, for this battle, what I should do is take out a couple of loans, probably hire somebody. Oh, I just know this is going to be an annoying back and forth. Okay, cool. Let's leave 2 guys there, send the rest of the guys in here. Good thing this guy has 2442, because, yeah, this would kind of be painful otherwise. Oh, we just barely lost that. That sucks. Okay, yeah, give me a second. Okay, respectfully, do you think you could, perish, please? Thank you. And to make things better, yeah, Poland has occupied the Teutonic Order. It's been 5 years, they're already invading the Teutons. That's good. That's great. You know, normally they don't do that for like a lot longer, but hey, couldn't have a normal game, could we? Oh, wait a second. This is not Poland invading the Teutons. This is so much worse. Never mind. Yeah, the Teutons are gonna peace out independently, and Poland will not get that. Hopefully, probably, maybe. I'm kind of coping at this point. They're gonna leave now, right? They're gonna leave that other war? Minus 97? Yeah, they're gonna leave that other war. And Poland's not gonna take this province. Right, Poland? Oh, well that causes a few problems. Why is it every game I get like either amazing RNG or terrible RNG? Why can't I just get like a normal game? Like, this sucks. You know, 17 people in the comments are gonna be like, I would have restarted if this happened to me. Honestly, they're not wrong. Like, losing out on your perma claims in Pomerania really kind of sucks. But what am I gonna do about that? Oh yeah, I kind of did want to ally Poland a little bit, just for the time being. Also, we're going to sell a couple of titles. Yep, that's a good idea. We'll get rid of some of these 4% loans, because we have plenty of those. Oh, there we go. Last jousting tournament, that's nice. Okay, so Mecklenburg, yeah, sorry, man. Okay, so we have allied and royal married Burgundy. Really hoping we get the personal union, although they are also allied to Sweden, so... Oh god, that would be so cursed. This might be a little disgustingly min-maxy, but I moved my merchants, and I am actually going to set up the improved relations. It is a little bit helpful, you know, improved relations decreases, well, it increases the decay rate of your aggressive expansion. Right now, we have plus 18%, which isn't very much. I could and probably should pick up another guy, but my aggressive expansion is going down by 2.6 yearly instead of just 2, so that's pretty good. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna hire that guy. Okay, I don't have the patience. We're just gonna assault that. So first, Dithmarschen. I don't particularly care. I also don't think I want to take their land because that's a lot of aggressive expansion. Then from Hamburg, I am going to do something specific, which is transferring trade power. The reason I do this is because it forces them out of the trade league led by Lübeck. I would much prefer them to not be in the trade league. Also, of course, transferring trade power to me in Lübeck is great because that's an insane amount of money, and they do have an insane amount of trade. Also, I believe trade power you get from other countries does not get affected by the fact that this is not my main node. Yeah, see, we just get everything from Hamburg. Now, for Mecklenburg, I actually want to turn you into a vassal instead. The reason is because you get a little bit less aggressive expansion. So see, this is 28.4%. If we take the whole thing, that's 33%. So I'll make them a vassal to avoid a little bit of aggressive expansion. Plus, vassals are kind of nice to have. It's more troops and you don't really have to core that stuff yet. Also, when you integrate them, it only costs, what is it? 8 Diplo points per development instead of coring, which is 10 admin points per development. So not only is it less aggressive expansion, you also pay fewer mana points. Now, I kind of wanted a moment of peace, just like, you know, something a little bit, but it seems like Denmark's not willing to help Volgast, and, you know, I want more land, obviously, so I guess we're going to war again. Alright, that's gotta be one army down. Let me do a little bit of light economics. I'll pay back my 1% loans. Then I will take them back out and they'll be larger. I kind of just need like one merc stack maybe. Yeah, I'll rehire these guys actually. Unfortunately, I do get there like a day before, so we get to move some people over. Fortunately, they're still on Tech 3, most of them, so it's not that big of a deal. Plus, when everybody else gets here, we should be able to reinforce. Kind of. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. I did want to focus on the Teutons, kind of unlucky that we didn't get to do that, but you know what, whatever, we can just clean up the stacks. Yeah, they think they're gonna run away. I don't think so. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. We can work with that. Kind of surprised that you wanted to attack this, because like, that's an instant stack wipe, but hey, I mean, you do you, right? Live your best life, I guess. Here we go, round 2. Go ahead. Keep making landings. Be my guest. Anyway, first reform. Oh, I don't know what that is. Advisor cost, nobility max privileges, monthly favor growth. It's not bad, however, I still kind of prefer to curtail noble privileges because of the thing that I usually give them, which is increased levies. So, yeah, I'm still gonna take that. And we've won Anhalt. We'll do the same thing as before. Okay, that stack's done for. We go reinforce that. Someone else is sieging Vaden, so I don't even care. I think Vaden will leave soon, so we'll just wait a little bit longer. Time is on our side. I mean, especially since I have so much aggressive expansion to be fixing at the end of this war. Waiting a little bit longer would actually help me. That's not gonna be enough time to decrease the cost, is it? Oh, right, I can't even decrease the cost. We're not even ahead of time. Okay, I'll just take this then. Okay, Königsberg has been taken. The only thing I really want from the Teutons is humiliate war reps, money, and alliance with Denmark. That would be perfect. Regarding succession, they went with Sweden. Brother. Man, I hate this. I mean, I kind of called it, but I hate this. There we go, just a short siege later. So, as promised, this will be everything. I won't take a full peace deal, because, you know, I'll come back and I'll clean them up. But for the time being, power projection's nice. And I can hopefully annex this guy, finally. It's just a small coalition. I've been improving relations. Okay, we finished off a show of strength, finally. I'll rival Bohemia, they already don't like me. Also, they have a Habsburg on their throne. That's disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of developing in Berlin, just a tiny bit. Also a little bit in Brandenburg. I can get some more money and I can also sell some titles. This will give me about as much as I can possibly get from selling titles, being at such a little amount of crown land. So I'll sell them, take some crown land back. I'll repay all of my loans. That feels great. Now, I know we just finished a war and all that, but hear me out. It's just one ally, and it's Brunswick, which means I can probably get another Humiliate off, which would be kinda nice. Also, I could break their alliances to, you know, finally invade them at some point. That all sounds very reasonable, right? Right. So the reason I devved Berlin to 20, because not only do I get more Renaissance, of course, I also start getting the modifier from a 20 development province. On top of that, the higher development you have, the higher chance of getting a cardinal. And you might say, what do you mean chance of getting a cardinal? The only chance I see is the chance of becoming the next pope. It's because it's hidden under this. I don't know why they didn't just make this easily visible, but you hover over this, it tells you what's the highest chance of getting a cardinal, and guess what? It's Berlin. And you gotta do that quick, because if you don't, then Pope Man does this thing, which is incredibly annoying. It basically means that since the Pope himself does not particularly care about getting the Renaissance, he already has it, he's just not gonna put on the correct golden bowl to make it spread to everybody else. In other words, the Pope is always selfish. So, we're going to get a cardinal, try to make our own Pope, and then press the fancy button. Otherwise, we'll probably have to dev the Renaissance, for fear of, you know, waiting until 1490 for it, and that would kinda suck. Okay, Brunswick, you'll just leave, that's fine. And Saxe-Lauenburg, since they're such a tiny country, I'll just annex them myself. The reason I'm able to core this is because it borders my vassal, which is on the same continent as me. Very classic strategy people use for, like, exoduses. But the whole continent part is kind of important. Some people forget about it. Now on today's episode of Hear Me Out for a Second, this guy only has one ally. I kind of want that fort there a little bit, just a touch. So, Magdeburg, I would love to vassalize them, but that's double the aggressive expansion, and I kind of don't want that. So instead we'll get rid of your worst ally, which is definitely Munich. I would also prefer not to fight Ansbach, because they have a personal union over Bayreuth, which is a capital fort. And otherwise, I don't think I want a very long truce. I think I'll come back and annex this guy fairly soon. Ooh. We actually get a cardinal, but it costs 100 admin. 100 admin is a lot of admin. Well, actually, the opportunity cost is 200 admin. Is a cardinal worth 200 admin? I'm gonna say no. Berlin is a high enough development. I think we'll get a cardinal probably somewhat soon, hopefully. I might be coping a little bit, but we can get cardinals in other ways. Now, with my Pope points, I'm gonna grab more improved relations, of course. And of course, we'll turn you into a vassal. Oh, maybe we don't do that. Let's try to do something, actually. So I just went ahead, increased Saxony's opinion of me a little bit. Now they're voting for me, I get a little bit of improved relations, sitting at 95%, which is pretty alright. Also, it seems like I might end up becoming emperor, even though I sort of didn't plan to. I guess as long as I lose emperorship by some other point, it doesn't really matter. I don't think you can form Germany while you have the emperorship, which is generally why I prefer not to take it in Germany runs. But early on, it's not that bad. You just can't keep it forever. How bad could this possibly be? I can also pick up strong duchies. And yeah, the coalition's starting to grow. Kind of expected that. Let's see if we can fix that maybe a little bit, possibly. Remember, we are allied to Poland, so there shouldn't be that many issues. And maybe we could ally France. Hold on. That could be huge. Right, not to mention Austria, of course. Yeah, I have a little bit of extra mill. Not much, but like a little bit. So I'm just gonna dump a couple of points to making Berlin actually 30 development. That gives us a large city, of course. Also, naturally, we get more Renaissance. Perfect. We can sell some more titles, take back some more land. This time, I think I would like to build a couple of buildings, because, you know, it's gonna be a while before we can really do much at all. Of course, the next pope had to be Naples. Yeah, we are never getting the Renaissance. Good thing I decided to develop, eh? Okay, so I just devved the last little bit of Renaissance in Berlin, and I'll just take that for some money, because I like money. Now, when it comes to embracing, I am not going to wait for this thing to spread. I'll ask for a couple of loans. Thank you. We'll embrace that. We'll take that as well. It also means we might be able to sell it to a couple of countries, so we should at least check. Yes, Austria. That's perfect, because you have money. As for the first idea group, I'm not actually trolling. I think espionage is not bad. I don't think it's like a forever pick, but starting with espionage, yeah, that's not that bad, is it? I don't even know if I'll finish off the entire thing, but that minus 20% aggressive expansion is crazy early game. Not to mention, of course, once we do eventually get this for another minus 10%, and then if you try to stay at maximum prestige for as long as possible, you get another minus 10%. And then if you become the Curia controller, you of course also get, what is it? Oh yeah, another minus 20%. So if we try to go for all those things, then conquering the HRE should be no problem. Okay, so everybody actually likes us now, and the coalition is still around. Now, if, you know, coincidentally someone wanted to give you this advice without telling you to actually do it, because technically it's a bit of an exploit, what you could do at this point is close the game and reload it, and since every single person in the coalition has above 50 opinion of me, they would leave immediately, just in case you wanted to use that yourself. I'm not going to. I'll just wait as long as it takes for the Diplo checks to recalculate, which is what loading the game does. And I think it takes like 5 years for the coalition to actually actually redo their Diplo checks. And by the way, once a country has over 50 opinion of you, they have to leave the coalition. It's because to be in the coalition, you need to have the outraged opinion, but countries that have 50 or plus opinion cannot have the outraged opinion, so the more you know. England rivaled me? Really? England? Yeah, no, we're gonna go with Denmark. I think we can probably eclipse them. There we go. See the coalition's dissolving. I think that was 5 years, right? Anyway, the entire thing should collapse in the exact same order that it was created. So, you know, just give that a few months, I suppose. Okay, it looks like we can ally France, which means we're in the clear. As long as I can maintain these 3 allies, I can do pretty much whatever I want in Germany. That being said, we're just gonna wait for Saxony to leave the coalition. See, there we go. This won't be so bad. They're on Tech 4. I'm on Tech 6. Should be a pretty easy stomp. And Tech 6 is incredibly important. You'll find out. Example A. Yep, that's a stack wipe. Okay. Example B. Ooh, not quite a stack wipe, but a lot of casualties. Here we go, minus 20% aggressive expansion. Perfect. Now, I'm kind of forgetting, if you vassalize a country, do you get their vassals too? If I vassalize them and I do receive Thuringia as a vassal, then that's literally free. Like, it doesn't cost me any Diplo, it doesn't cost me any aggressive expansion. A free kind of free. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, also, I'm a huge fan of this ability to fabricate claims on areas, because that makes it so much easier to get claims in the HRE. This is 26 spy network, because of course in the HRE it's like plus 50%, and then as Brandenburg we have a reduced 20%. But being able to claim the entire region for just 26 is massive. Here we go. Let's of course take Justified Wars for minus 10%. That brings us to an almost clean minus 40%, but whatever. It's close enough, which means this is suddenly not that bad. Okay, so we actually don't get you as a vassal. Good to know, good to keep in mind for the future. But, you know, having Saxony as a vassal isn't all bad. I mean, I may or may not have accidentally vassalized an elector. Oopsies, I wonder how that happened. My bad. Yeah, I'm also just gonna need to quickly improve relations with a couple of countries. Except you. Yeah, I'm gonna invade you, sorry. Ah, shoot, I forgot how much of my income was just selling knowledge to Poland. Oops. Yeah, we don't have the most stable of economies. See, funny thing is, actually, I kind of wanted to be at peace for like a quick second, maybe, so we're not going to worry about that guy. We're just going to fully annex. I have a little bit of autonomy to be decreasing, and also I want to integrate Mecklenburg, and also ×2 I'm going to put them on Scutage, and also ×3 I'm going to grab integration policy. Okay, now we should be good. I'll simply, you know, casually mark Silesia as of interest, maybe, just a little bit. Yo, wait, Bohemia has 2,000 people. Okay, never mind. I thought I was fighting full-strength Bohemia, not this weak shell of a country. Oh wait, you actually can form Germany as the HR Emperor now? There doesn't seem to be any limit on it. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure it used to be different, but maybe I'm just remembering things wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. It's been known to happen. Now, I don't think I could necessarily take everything myself. Although, 4.2 aggressive expansion for one province? Now, hold on a second. That's pretty good. Although, I don't have any claims because of, oh my god, this big issue. You know, I would have claims. Probably, if, you know, somebody didn't mess up my run. Yeah, I'm gonna have to destroy Poland at some point. I have the feeling that if I don't back out, Austria's probably going to take the stuff I want. Frankly, we have many favors with Austria, right? So, I'm thinking we can just bump it up a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, right? And then, you know, I'm just here for a little slice of Bohemia. Just a touch. Tiny little bit. Yeah, that works. Now, when it comes to maybe becoming the next emperor, we can go ahead and ally the Palatinate for that. I guess a royal marriage is fine. Sure. Alright, Mecklenburg has been annexed at last. We can go ahead and reduce that autonomy. So, for this mission over here, I'm gonna need at least one of these provinces. Now, main problem with this, if you can see it, is, that's a free city right here. That's a free city, and that's a free city. This guy is allied to Denmark. Now, Oldenburg is also allied to Denmark, but it's not as bad. Also, when the new year rolls around, I guess I can pick up the next tech, because most people have 6 by now. 7 will give me that little edge I might need. Okay, I could call in Poland and France. that might not be necessary, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, gentlemen. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call in Poland. After all, why not? Why shouldn't I? So, Friesland, I'll just take this, break a couple of alliances, money, war reps, you know, the regular stuff. Brandenburg, I just need that province over there. Man, I hate fighting Denmark when you don't have ships. It's actually the worst experience. Like, what am I even supposed to do here? Half their country is only worth 6% of the war score. How does that even work? You think I'm joking? It's literally 6. I get to beat Bohemia up again? Never mind, sign me up. We had a great time last time. Alright, Denmark. We'll go with war reps. I actually want to break your lines with Muscovy because I saw them form that in the middle of the war. And then, you know, just everything else is fine. Oldenburg, of course, will be a full annexation. But it lets me finish off this mission. Reducing war exhaustion, which is great considering, you know, that hasn't been below 3 in the past 30 years. Now, for this time, for Bohemia, I think we'll go with something like this. I'm not really that interested in conquering Bohemia yet. After all, you know, my missions don't really bring me in that direction for a while. Austria won't like it, but that's fine. We've done this before. Okay, let's pay off those loans. Let's also sell some titles, take some crown land back, and we'll trade a couple of favors for trust with Austria to fix that slight transgression. Since I only need one subject to keep my strong duchies, I think I'll go ahead and integrate Lüneburg, and instead I'm going to replace that with an alliance, probably with Köln. Actually, no, I think we'll go with Mainz. Okay, let's get that integration started, and we'll of course also put you on Scuttage. And we do now have a navy, so the next time we fight Denmark, should be a little bit easier. Brunswick's looking pretty annexable right now, so how about we do that? And you know what? Yeah, I'll call in France. Who even cares? That's not good. A regency is kind of not something we need right now. Oh, and he's only 4 years old. I don't think we're getting emperorship. Oh, hey, we went ahead and finished this. Event Matter of Berlin happens. Okay. At the end of the game, wow, reduced tax. It's kind of not what I need right now, but the construction costs, especially the dev costs, are nice. Empower the Junker. Yearly army tradition decay for the rest of the game. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of prestige. Now, Goslar. Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, on one hand, I could let them live. On the other hand, free cities, am I right? Annexing free cities, I think, is more expensive. Nah, just kidding. I'm taking it. Wait, I'm over governing caps? Seriously? Okay, we can fix that. Here, have some land rights. Okay, so Dithmarschen, same thing. I'm actually not going to take their land. Just gonna try and extract as much prestige as possible out of them. More prestige, of course, reduces aggressive expansion for this land that I'm about to take. Okay, that's pretty bad, actually. I can fix that. Vassalize them. Yeah, that's a lot less aggressive expansion. Let's do that. They won't like it, but it's fine. Okay, England and Venice as rivals. I guess that works. Yo, hold on. Hussite spotted. I need that. Oh, I need that. Oh yeah, Regency, that's what I need right now. The inability to declare any wars for the next 8 years. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, huge fan of that, actually. Anyway, second idea group, offensive. I almost always take offensive ideas. I just really like the siege ability. I mean, obviously, when you form Prussia and then Germany as Prussia, you don't really need the discipline. I mean, discipline's nice, but it's kind of built into the country, you know? I prefer to build up the things that I'm lacking when I play the game, rather than to reinforce the things I already have lots of. Yeah, I guess I'll take this for the rest of the game. That sounds good. It's kind of tragic when the Regency is actually better than the guy himself. It kind of sucks. Are you kidding me? Salento is the seat of a new cardinal? Really? And not like, you know, us with the highest chance? Which has been the highest chance for the past like 50 years? No? Okay. That's cool. Totally didn't want one. Hey, Pope, if you don't give me a cardinal, I'm gonna go Hussite. I'm gonna do it, Pope. Okay, new year. That's cheap. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, thank God. Okay, Regency only lasts for 1 year longer. Right, and of course, I will take... Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'll take that. There we go. Coalition dissolved. Beautiful. I mean, you know, maybe the Regency wasn't so bad. I mean, you know, literally, I just had to wait anyway, right? It's totally fine. Maybe if I cope hard enough, it'll come true. And the heir, a 4-2-3, I can live with that. That's actually average. Anyway, is anybody going to vote for me now? Please say yes. Why won't you vote for me? Please vote for me. I beg. I promise, I was just doing a little bit of trolling, you know? I'm a totally normal guy that certainly wouldn't destroy the entire HRE in the next 50 years or anything. That would be ridiculous. Only a monster would do such a thing. Okay, these guys should probably peace out pretty soon. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and yoink. Anyway, we're gonna grab a claim on that because I want to be Hussite really badly. You know, fun fact, I've actually never played Hussite. Not even once. Oh, this must be from the event earlier. Oh, I see. Okay, so we keep the construction cost, we keep the dev cost, but instead of having a reduction in tax, we get yearly prestige. That's much better. I'll be taking that. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay, so I am gonna core that first, but what we're going to do at some point is we're just gonna like throw a missionary in there, and we're just gonna like reduce the maintenance, just reduce it all the way to 0. So it'll still give a little bit of unrest, and it'll still turn them into Hussite separatists or Hussite zealots, and then we'll be chillin', because I don't think you can convert to Hussite. Oh wait, never mind. What do you know? You just have to spread it in your country. Okay, I guess I should probably get rid of my alliance with Poland. Yeah, I should do that. The reason why I was fine with being friends with Poland for a while is because I don't really care that much about this. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what this part of the mission tree has. I checked it out, it didn't seem like it was game-breaking for them to take that, so I was kind of fine. But now that I'm getting a little bit closer to the admin tech which I would need to form Prussia, I guess we're going to have to invade them. Man, I really wish I could annex Thuringia, but yeah, it would cause a couple problems. So, okay, well, we'll break one alliance, I guess. Okay, then I'll annex this guy. It's not that big of a deal. Great power, yippee. That kind of took a while. It gives us the balance of power, 25 power projection, and the magnificent tier of the Brandenburg Gate will further give max effective absolutism. Wait a second, I think that's a modifier that was introduced in Domination, right? Wait, did they update the Brandenburg Prussia tree in Domination and I never noticed? Aw, that can't be right. Surely I wouldn't have forgotten an entire feature of the DLC. That would be crazy. Anyway, we are, yeah, a far cry from getting that done, so let's not even worry about it. I was gonna say, well, maybe we should just fight Sweden instead. That can't be that bad. Check the number of ships they have. Yep, it's the highest in the world. Well, I suppose it might be time to build a couple more galleys. But another big problem is that I have not been keeping up on my Diplotech, so I don't think we're really going to be able to use the Navy that much. But it's fine, we don't really have to use the Navy that much. The real reason I'm going to war here is because Sweden is allied to Poland, Sweden is also allied to Lübeck. So I invade Lübeck with the help of France, Mainz, and the Palatinate, which is way more than overkill, but it'll help me to get into Sweden so I can break their alliance with Poland. And then Poland should be ripe for conquest. Alright, let's do it. It also means it calls in their trade league, which would be perfect. Oh my god, I actually really want to annex these guys. The French have somehow been able to secure naval dominance? Okay, that works for me. My ships suck, my Diplotech sucks. I'm a whole 10 combat width behind in Diplo. Like, that's why I'm not fighting battles. Okay, temporarily I'll take this because it's cracked, but of course we're going to be swapping Hussite, so it doesn't really matter. So, Hussite, let's start converting that in quotations. Missionary maintenance is at 0, so it's not actually going to be converted, but hopefully it changes those Bohemian separatists into Hussite zealots. Okay, we wipe a couple of ships, then we leave because that's going to be a really bad battle. Fortunately, we didn't lose any ships, but that could have been really bad. Oh yeah, Poland. Let's fabricate a claim on West Prussia, of course, since, you know, I would be getting claims on Prussia through the mission tree, but because of Neumark, I'm gonna have to grab them myself. Okay, that's kind of an issue which we might be able to solve, but it might also not work, so like, who knows really? So the idea is to do that, to obliterate that fleet, and we walk in. We're not gonna have enough time, are we? No, but we walk in anyway. Totally worth it. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna barrage that. Yeah, they are not going to like the things that I'm about to do to these trade cities. That's kind of too bad, though. Sorry. You see, since they're trade league members and they're not co-belligerents, I can't vassalize them. But also, they're free cities, which means I can't declare on them. That leaves us with very few alternatives. Dude, is he stupid? Wait, this has to be the worst possible decision they could have made. Watch this. This is actually about to be comical. If we don't get the stack wipe immediately, that is. He's even leaving. Why are you leaving? Oh my god. This poor guy. Yeah, well, that's a stack wipe. Sorry, man. Who needs boats when you have stupidity? Yeah, they don't like that very much. Well, that's too bad. Maybe if I wasn't meant to annex the entire HRE, it shouldn't have been so annexable. But I went to my subject, I'm stupid. Well, gonna annex this guy soon anyway, but that's dumb. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just gonna break their alliances. Now, for Lübeck themselves, we're gonna keep it at Lübeck for now. It's the only thing I actually really care about. The rest of this stuff, okay, maybe I'll take Holstein, but that's it. Then break your alliance with Sweden, and then this, I guess. Okay, we'll take this one for claims, bordering claims. Let's see, does that work with areas? Wow, it looks like it does. Okay, we'll go for East Prussia. There we go, Lübeck is willing to leave now. Perfect. It's a bit of a steep coalition, but I think we'll be fine. Now, that should also complete this, because I just needed to conquer Lübeck for that. Dude, Sweden just got another cardinal. Sweden has 5 cardinals. I had to steal mine. I had to steal my cardinal. That's the only way I got it. This sucks. This is further proof that we have to swap to Hussite. Clearly, the Pope has a bias against us. Ooh, Muscovy would accept an alliance. Well, I mean, if you're offering. Although, yeah, that's a lot of debt, man. 8 loans? Brother. I guess we can't exactly count on their help. The fact that nobody's helping me is actually crazy though. Man, okay. Let me see what I can do about that. Yeah, let's reduce your opinion of Poland if that's possible. Thank you. We can only ask 1 ally every 15 years? I forgot about that. Man, I kind of hate that. I'm really gonna have to 1v1 the PLC. Well, with the Palatinate. And England. I didn't even notice that you joined. That's gonna make things much worse. Maybe I should have kept Sweden. Well, let's sell some titles, take some land back. I'm gonna slacken recruiting standards for just a moment. I guess I can also repay all of my loans. I don't have a lot of manpower, but I could hire some companies once I'm done slackening. So because England's gonna scale a bit more than everybody else, I'm probably going to ditch them as a rival. Like, I can probably outscale Venice soon. Sweden, well, we kind of crushed them, so kind of speaks for itself. But England gets kind of strong, so I'm thinking we're going to swap that to Poland, because I really like power projection, and all the other things you get from rivals. Is it expensive? Yes. Do I usually do this? No. But once in a blue moon, you know? The fact that I'm actually going to have to, like, basically 1v1 the entire PLC plus England, that's going to suck, but you know what? It could always be worse. Yeah, I took out new loans. These ones are larger than the previous ones, and boy, is that a lot of money I'm losing, so let's get this over with. If you squint real hard, it almost looks like we have similar numbers. Alright, gentlemen. Let's do it. Fortunately, we do have a large and immediate advantage when it comes to sieging. Huge difference, especially since Poland did take quality ideas, which is bad for us, because, you know, quality is 5% discipline. And we have not grabbed our discipline yet in our offensive ideas. In fact, I think I'm going to grab Tech 9 before I do that. Tech 9 is, of course, a Mill Tactics tech, and Poland is on Tech 7. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that stack's kind of dead. Not much we can do for him at this point. Well, hold on, maybe we could cook a little bit. Ooh, no, we are not cooking. Things are not starting off very pog-champ, as the kids say. Okay, well that's 1 siege, which is good. I'm just gonna grab the war goal real quick. Oh, and scorch that, obviously. The siege advantage is massive. We can stack up to 65% defensiveness, and of course we get like 40% siege ability against Poland themselves. I'm hoping maybe we can do a little back and forth game with Poland, where I try not to die, and they just sort of run around trying to re-siege things. So the way that this is gonna work out is we're gonna walk into there, hopefully crush the English a little bit, perhaps. Wow, that is a bad roll. Okay, we're doing a little better this time. Where do you think you're going exactly? Hold on a minute. Get back here. The king himself will stop you, and oh my god, he has crazy stats. Now, I'm hoping that the Scorch here is going to last long enough to keep them from getting in, but like, honestly, who even knows these days? But that is 1 battle complete. Oh my god, it's just so many people. And the English don't even care. Classic. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Yeah, I bet you feel dumb now, don't you? That's gonna be a stag wipe. Yep. Okay, we're just gonna have to let that one go. Nothing we can do about that. But on the other hand, they don't have that much morale, right? Half morale-ish, kind of? Maybe we could do something. And it's only grasslands with no crossing and a 3-6 general. You know, that doesn't sound half bad. And we're crushing them. Wait a second. Are the English moving west? I don't know what they think they're cooking, but it is burnt. Yes, guys, let's split up more. Well, we have low morale and the enemy is able to crush us at any second. That's a great idea. You know what? I agree. Keep doing it, actually. You want another stack wipe? Yeah, sure. No problem. I can deliver. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a wipe for us, but we're getting good damage in. Oh, hello there. You came out of nowhere. That's not good. Yeah, that's super not good. I mean, that was perfect. Executed exactly according to plan. Let's see if we can do it again, lads. Unbelievable. I don't know how I'm winning this. Yeah, honestly, I have kind of no idea how I'm winning this war. I have the fighting capability of like a wet paper towel. Like, I'm Brandenburg. I'm not even Prussia yet. I mean, I guess I have more morale, but what does morale even mean in this case? I don't have the manpower to back up that morale, nor do I have the same amount of discipline as Poland. I guess I have siege ability. That's it. My strength is my siege ability. I don't make as much money. I don't make as much manpower. I don't even fight as well. How am I winning this war? Oh, okay. That's not bad, we can take that. And you know what I'm gonna do with it? Immediately slacken. Once again, confused by the AI's actions. That's not really a good idea, but hey, you do you, I suppose. Man, I just got 2 0 rolls in a row. That sucks. Okay, now we're doing damage. Oh, hello there, English fleet. Yeah, do you mind if I just kind of get rid of it, actually? Thank you. There we go, Tech 9. Beautiful. Now, neat trick, if you don't want your stacks to get absolutely clapped after you take the next stack and want to swap your inventory, just do it on like the last day or something. So like there, I guess. And then morale gets recovered. Tragically, we're not going to have everybody for this fight, but if I ask these guys nicely, then maybe they'll stack with me, or maybe they'll just walk away. Who knows? I'm still going to attack this guy because he's rocking Tech 8 while I'm now on Tech 9. You know what? No, I'm gonna chase that stack down. Get back here. Where do you think you're going? Yeah, that's what I thought. Disastrous for the Lithuanians. Ah, no. Don't try to leave now. Come on. Wait, what? Do I even have professionalism? Okay, well, no, I will take the professionalism. I definitely need that. In fact, no, I don't think we're gonna slacken. We're almost done the war anyway. Ooh, hold on. Lithuania has these. These are pretender rebels. This is super important. If the pretender rebels win in Lithuania and they break free from Poland, that is perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything better. So you know what? We're just gonna leave that. We're gonna let that sit there. All right, that is a 100% peace deal against Poland. Now, I know what you're thinking, why not break the alliance with England, but ultimately, on the grand scale of things, when you actually look at it, England did almost nothing. It's almost kind of funny, actually. But yeah, they lost 37,000 men, all of them to stack wipes. So I don't actually care that much about England remaining allied, especially since I'm taking mostly coastal stuff as well. Now, when it comes to this big problem, yeah, no, that's still kind of a big problem. Not really much I can do about that. Yeah, no, we're just gonna have to tank that, I guess. I think we'll be fine. Yoink! And that's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna core all that up. And of course, we actually have to wait for this core to be done before we get claims on, well, you know, the stuff I've already taken. Of course, we can pay back some of the worst loans. We'll extend these ones because these are fine. They're 1%. But something like that, yeah, we want to get rid of that. Okay, how about we go on damage control for a minute? And a lot of things that many people do not approve of. Okay, finally. We can sell some titles, take some land back, pay off, maybe not all of the loans, but most of the loans. Okay, I did want to move my trading port. We'll move it to Lübeck. Should make us a lot more money. Right, should also reduce inflation. But when all is said and done, I think that's a pretty good place to end things off. Sure, there's a bit of a coalition, but it doesn't mean that much. If there's gonna be a part 2, which I kind of hope there is, you know, wink wink, nudge nudge, 2,000 likes, then obviously I'm just gonna put... I think what I have to do is take this missionary out of the province and put it back in, and then that'll cause the unrest to change. Because I know this recent uprising modifier seems like it should last the entire time, but it doesn't actually have to. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy watching. It's a little bit different from, like, you know, the last time I played Brandenburg, I did like a speed forming where I tried to conquer Germany as fast as possible. I'm kind of enjoying this a little bit more slower paced, a little more practical of a run, you know? Anyway, if you also enjoyed watching the video, then obviously leaving a like for part 2, we talked about that. But of course, subscribing, probably a good idea. I should really mention these at the beginning. Statistically, they work better if you say them at the beginning. But if you're still here, then thank you very much. And as always, have a fantastic day. Thank you to all the patrons that help make this possible, including but not limited to Erica, Le Quebecer, Nick Steffel, Q-Brute, Quiet Guy, Sin Miss 077, Torvald, Ambient Cyan, James Levy, Luke78776, Robert Caleno, Chewy Shoot, The Watcher, Brova, Robert, and Jamie.